Hello everyone and welcome to this little video on the IELTS ticketing system, which allows students to report any bugs or other issues that they encounter when completing lessons or interacting with the IELTS dashboard. This feature is currently opt-in, so you as the instructor have to enable it on the Edit Course page. So let's have a look here. Here we have a demo course, and I will go to the Edit Course page, and there I'm going to tick the Enable Ticketing for Reporting Issues button. Now, once this is enabled, then students, when they go to a lesson, here we see I opened this in another window, they will have another button in the toolbar in the lower left corner. We can see this new icon here with this medkit. It says Open Ticketing. And this button now allows me as a student to file an issue concerning any of the functionality on the page. For example, here we have a question: Winston Churchill Prime Minister, yes, no, which maybe is unclearly worded. So I might complain and say, okay, unclear question. Last question should specify whether it is about the current Prime Minister, yeah? For example. So I can put this in. So every ticket that is filed has to have a title. It has to have a description. We can optionally also attach files. So for example, screenshots, in case you have a bug or something is not rendering correctly, you might want to take a screenshot and attach that, or even a video. And additionally, you can optionally designate which component on the page the issue refers to. By default, it's general, but in this case, for example, we could say it's the multiple choice component here, because we have this multiple choice question. So I'm going to file this issue now as the student. So now the issue is filed. What will now happen is that an email is automatically sent to both the instructor of the course, or all instructors of the course rather, as well as to the teaching assistant, to the support staff, or any other administrator of the IELTS dashboard. Now, this email basically contains the information of the issue that was filed, but also directly allows one to open the respective issue on the IELTS dashboard. So let's take a look. We have an email here that we want to look at, where we now see someone filed that issue. I can click on this open button. That brings me to the IELTS dashboard again, directly open up the details of the specific issue. And here we can now reply. So for example, we can say, thanks for filing this issue. The question has now been rewarded. Question has now been changed. Okay, so we submit a response. Now this response, again, is now also available to the students, so they can communicate back and forth. We'll get an email with that response as well. Now, as the student, we can go back. We can go to the IELTS dashboard as well, and there we can see all the tickets that we have filed, as well as the communication that we received back from either the instructor or any other support staff. Now we can say, okay, great, closing the issue. So both the instructor as well as the student can close the issue or the ticket, and that basically designates that now there's nothing else to do here, it's done. You can reopen issues, for example, in case something that appeared to be resolved comes back, you might want to open the ticket again. In this case, let's assume that this is done. Then we see here we don't have any tickets left. But as a student, I can also file tickets here from the dashboard, as we can see. So just in case I have a general problem that is not specific to any specific lesson, then I can use that functionality here as well. Jumping back to the instructor view, here we see that we have all the tickets that were filed, and we can see all the completed tickets, all the tickets that are currently still open. We also get some additional meta information. For example, we get information on the platform that the user who filed the ticket was on. That includes like the operating system, their browser, and their browser's version number. That might be useful just in case, for example, you have some old, outdated browser where some feature is not available and consequently something doesn't render correctly. in such circumstances, having that information at one's fingertips can be quite useful to just shorten the time to figure out what the problem is. Now, you can also bump the priority here of any tickets, where we have 3 priorities: low, medium, and high. So in case there's really an urgent issue that needs attention, let's say a lesson just doesn't work for some reason, you can bump up the priority of that ticket. And so the IR development team and the IR support staff will know that these are things that we need to look into first and foremost. So that's pretty much it. Please try it out. If you want to give it a shot, you can enable it on the edit course page right now. And then you should just let your students know that they can use this functionality. Please give us some feedback about how it works. And we're looking forward to try to get your feedback. Now, we will also be back shortly with another video. This one will then be on the automatic grading capabilities that are now also included in IR. Thank you and goodbye.